Hi everybody, it's Anthony. Welcome back to our summer t-shirt transformation tutorial. Today I plan on teaching you how to make a handbag out of an old t-shirt. Now this isn't really a t-shirt more than like a sweater, but I thought that with a handbag you're definitely going to want it to be a little bit thicker than kind of like the jersey fabric than you get out of a regular t-shirt. So my plan today is to teach you how to make just a quick and easy handbag. This isn't going to be super elaborate, but if you use some of your own personal techniques and everything, I think that you'll get something really exciting out of it. The first step that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to very evenly match the sleeves up because we're going to be cutting those off. You don't want to cut off the graphic, so make sure that you're very careful with how you're doing this. Now, make sure that those sleeves and those hems and everything are lined up perfectly. You want the top part of the shirt up here. This is going to be the top of the shirt. This down here is going to be, well, the top of the shirt is going to be the top of your bag. We're going to turn this, we're going to cut off the sleeves here, we're going to cut off the collar about up here, and we are going to turn that into the opening of the bag. Then what we're going to do is we're going to sew this off here at the bottom to get you the bottom of the bag, and so it'll be fun. It's gonna be really exciting, I think. Cut off less than you expect to. That way, because if you do want a jagged edge, that's fine. That is entirely up to you and your aesthetic. But if you leave a little bit of extra fabric, that is going to allow you to hem it later if you want to. Give yourself a couple, like about an inch or so that you can smooth it out along the edges. If you want to, this is your project. I don't think I'm going to hem these edges today. We will save that mainly for the tank top that we're going to do in the next video. Save these because there's some fun stuff that you can do with that a little bit later. So you want to keep it. You still want to keep it squared. You don't want to lose any of that. So make sure you got that going. You do want to go a little bit deeper on the collar, only because that is going to you want a larger opening for the bag than just what the neck hole can offer. So you are going to go a little bit deeper and a little bit longer into there. That way, basically like you're creating a tank top out of this. That way you can, like I said, have a larger opening. Don't cut off too much because you do want thicker handles. That way it's much less likely to tear. Like I said, it already looks like we're turning it into a tank top, and that is fine. Once we get to that point, you're going to turn it inside out. Just like with the pillow that we did last time, turning it inside out is going to allow you to have those extra layers of fabric and everything, and it's going to be super easy because once we flip it back inside out, you're not going to see any of the thread that we'll have done. You can cut off this bottom part right here. I'm going to. I think that for this particular sweater that I'm using, that cutting off this part is going to make it easier for me to sew right across without having all this extra sewing and fabric right here. There is another trick that you can use without doing any sewing for this type of bag. I've seen people online kind of bunch the bottom together like this and then take a string tie it right off, and then once you flip it back inside out, it kind of bunches at the bottom and makes a cute little bag. So if that's something that you're interested in doing as well, I highly suggest it. Honestly, that might work better for this particular sweater. If I haven't already told you, keep the fabric from the sleeves. Do that because what you can do afterwards is you can use those to sew pockets into your bag on the inside. I'm not really going to teach you how to do that today. That wasn't my focus. I really wanted to just teach you how to turn these into fun summer projects like a bag. Really what you can do is you can take one of the parts that you cut off, basically do the same thing. Turn it inside out. Find as big of a pocket as you want it to be, so maybe about halfway if you want a deeper pocket, about up to here if you don't need one, and then just cut off where you want it to be and sew right across it. It's going to cut it off right there, and then you're going to sew the top into the inside of it on one side. Make sure you open it up when you're sewing. That way you're only sewing it onto one side of the fabric and not both sides, because otherwise you're not going to get into your bag anymore. So once again, try and line up the bottom as best you can, and then you really can just get started right in here. At that point, you can flip it back out. Well, look at that. I hope that was helpful for you. This one, I do still very much enjoy. What I think I'm going to personally do is I'm probably going to make this a little bit deeper. Maybe make that a little bit. Make the sleeves, make the collar part a little bit thinner. It doesn't need to be this thick. Like I said, this is just a rough draft of it. But like I said, if you can do it better than me, go right ahead. I encourage you to. And I hope if you've made your own, you come in, show it off. I'm very excited. The next video that I'll be doing is fairly similar to this. But it is going to be how to turn a t-shirt into a tank top. Something fun to wear for the summer. I hope to see you all in that next video, and like I said, this at this point has taken me less than 20 minutes to make. It'll take longer if you decide that you want to hem these so it looks a little less jagged. I actually think I did a pretty good job with this sweater so it doesn't look too jagged. But yeah. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video.